Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys I'll be checking out this video, and it's titled "Will Smith Whoop Jada for Sleeping with Marc Anthony?" And you guys, I'm super excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Now there has been some groundbreaking updates with Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy. Diddy actually settled with Cassie. Cassie was suing him for $30 million and she accused him of all types of stuff. In fact, I wanted to detail about it in my previous video, and I also linked the 35-page lawsuit in the comment section of my video, and the details were just horrific. Absolutely horrific, and it really bothered my spirit. Like, it took me a while to just kind of process it and get over it, because I felt traumatized reading through it, because Diddy put Cassie through hell. I mean, he tortured this woman, unbelievable torture. And it's extremely telling that Diddy didn't even try to fight this case. He didn't even countersue for defamation or anything. He didn't even want it to go to trial and defend his name. He just settled because he knew that everything Cassie said in that lawsuit was true. And his lawyer is now coming out saying that him settling doesn't mean he's admitting to any guilt. Diddy is guilty. I don't care what nobody says, he's guilty.
Wait a minute, you guys. Are you trying to say that Cassie sued Diddy for $30 million and he just straight up settled without even appearing in court? Or am I missing something? Oh my God, some people are so rich. I guess what Diddy did by paying off Cassie was the right choice for him. I guess he would have discussed this with his lawyer. They've gone through it, and after making their final decision, they decided to pay her because it was just the right thing for him to do, instead of dragging the whole case in court. And at the end of the day, he will still have to settle. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is the first time I'm following up on this case, and I really want to know what transpired between Diddy and Cassie. And you guys, let's continue.
Guilty. And while I am glad that Cassie got compensated, I will say I am a bit disappointed that this case was closed so quickly. I was hoping it would lead to a criminal investigation. In fact, it was said that the NYPD was actually looking to do a secret investigation on Diddy. However, when the news leaked, somehow, some way, this investigation stopped. And now Diddy settled. So Diddy was able to use his money and power to get away with his crimes. And honestly, I am disappointed about that. However, I'm not upset with Cassie. I think Cassie did exactly what she needed to do in this situation. In New York, the statute of limitations is like 5 years. So they give you 5 years to press criminal charges. And I think Cassie wasn't able to press those charges in time. But New York did pass an Adult Survivors Act that actually increases the time for victims to file civil lawsuits. So Cassie decided to file a civil lawsuit, and she did it when Diddy's guard was down. I don't think he expected it or saw it coming. Of course, I think if she tried to do it earlier, she probably would have wound up missing like Diddy's ex, Kim Porter. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. But I think Cassie went about things the right way. And there are some people who feel like, okay, she did this to get the money, not to seek justice. But I disagree with that. In fact, Cassie's lawyer said that Diddy offered her hush money. He offered her about 8 figures, which was over $10 million in hush money. But Cassie did not take the money. Instead, she filed the lawsuit, exposed Diddy's dirty deeds, and she even got a bigger bag. So she won in the situation. Yes, and also, she really put...
Wow, you guys, Cassie really knew what she was going for. Hence, she didn't accept the first money that Diddy offered her. She knew she had a lot of debt on him. So going to court, suing him was the right thing to do. And she got a whopping $30 million out of it. Oh my God. And I'm so happy for her because I can't even imagine what she must have gone through in the hands of Diddy. And Diddy knew exactly what he did to her. He knew that it was incriminating. He knew that he was going to go down for it. Hence, he just have to settle as soon as possible. You guys, this is getting so juicy, and let's continue.
Put a spotlight on how horrible Diddy is, and she corroborated a lot of stories that other people have told about Diddy. And I do think there may be more victims who will come forth and file lawsuits against Diddy, because at this point he made himself look guilty by settling so quickly. So I do think Diddy did get hurt by this. However, he was still able to escape without facing any real repercussions.
That's money
I mean, he should be
talking.
in prison for what he did. He really should. So I'm disappointed because I feel like he got away again. You know what I mean? He slipped away again. So I don't know. I don't know if he's ever going to really change, because he knows that his money can get him off the hook. But I will say his reputation at this point has been severely damaged, and it will probably affect him moving forward. Who knows? But I am glad that Cassie got compensated for everything she went through. The money is not going to erase the trauma, but it will at least help provide stability for her and her family. So I wish all the best for Cassie and her family. And I also pray for her safety as well. I really pray for her safety because, listen, I don't want her to end up like Kim Porter. Rest in peace, Kim Porter. Kim Porter was about to write a tell-all book on Diddy, and she mysteriously died.
Wow.
Whew, that's just eerie. Anyway, let me move on and talk about this mind-blowing mess with Will Smith, Jada, and Will's former assistant, Bilal. Now, Bilal is coming out with a tell-all book about Will and Jada, and he's calling it Will and Jada's Demonic Circle. He recently sat down with Tasha K on her show Unwind with Tasha K, and he went into detail about his relationship with Will and Jada. Now, Bilal was friends with Will for almost 40 years, and he was his personal assistant for about 8 years, and they did have a bad fallout over business. He was actually doing marketing for Will's book, and he was working with different brands and companies to put together these gift boxes to give to different celebrities so they could promote Will's book. And he was actually getting paid from this. And allegedly, Jada didn't like this at all. She didn't like the fact that he was getting a cut. And she pretty much ruined his bag. And this is why he's upset to this day. And he's also upset with Will because he feels like Will did not stand up for him.
Exactly.
But I could tell that Bilal has a real vendetta against Jada. He does not like that woman at all. I mean, he talked about how she emasculates Will, talks down on him, makes fun of his manhood, and says he doesn't have a big enough D to please her. Allegedly, she's also very controlling. She replaced a lot of the people that were in Will's circle with her people. So she has complete control over Will, and Will just allows it because Jada has a lot of information on Will. And if he were to ever really leave, he knows she's going to tell all of his secrets, all of his dark secrets.
You guys, it's very disturbing when a man cannot even stand for himself, not to talk of people that work with him. So Jada is the one that makes decision on their marriage. I don't even know what to say about this, but Will Smith doesn't strike me like someone who can't even stand on his ground and stomp his feet and say yes is yes. At this point, I'll say I feel so sorry for Will Smith, because obviously Jada is very manipulative, and I don't even know the kind of debt she has on Will Smith that will make him become so weak, up to the extent that he cannot stand up for himself. You guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this, and let's continue.
And one of the secrets he has is the fact that he allegedly swings both ways. Now, Bilal did say that he walked in on Will getting it on with the other actor, Dwayne Martin.
All right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will. Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder.
Bilal also said Will is afraid to leave Jada because he allegedly put hands on Jada for cheating on him with her co-star from Hawthorne, Marc Anthony. And it was rumored that this affair is the reason why Jennifer Lopez and Marc Anthony got a divorce. Now, Will had no problem with swinging and being in threesomes with Jada, allegedly, but he did have a problem when Jada would sleep with other men because he knew deep down inside she was doing that because she allegedly wasn't sexually satisfied with Will. So she was trying to find satisfaction elsewhere, and it made Will feel very insecure. But Bilal said when Will found out about this affair, he completely lost his mind.
The final straw is when Will came home and caught Jada fucking Marc Anthony on the couch at their home, right? And this devastated Will. And one of the things that Jada has over him, Will lost it and beat the shit out of Jada. I mean, beat the dog shit out of her. He just couldn't take it, and he whipped her ass so much that she had to get face surgery and everything. Will don't want that to get out there. That's when she gained supreme control over Will. Will don't even love himself at this point.
He's afraid that she's going to ruin his career.
Of course. Will think, Jada thing to Will is the strap on. So I don't know how that would
Jada's
go. But
allegedly pegging Will from the back.
Well,
she owned that nigga.
Yeah.
He's her
and it
bitch.
shows.
So as you could hear, that was some heavy tea. And Bilal also said there are some SA allegations surrounding Will and Jada, and that's another bombshell. We don't know if this is true or not. I just want to say that we don't know if any of this is true. Jada did say that she and Will are thinking about pursuing legal action against Bilal. They did mention that they were going to sue. So we will see how everything pans out. But I will say this. You can't put anything past anybody. However, I do question Bilal's motives. I do think he's scorned and bitter at the fact that his business deals got messed up because of Will and Jada, so now he's coming for them. So this whole thing is really about money for him, in my opinion. This is why he's even peddling this book, because he's trying to get book sales. He wants to make money off of the demise of Will and Jada. So I don't think his motives are completely pure. You always have to question anybody who's motivated by money, because a lot of times they're going to do and say anything to get it. But
I know that so many people can do anything for money. I know that what Will Smith did to him in the past was very painful, but him coming out to say something like this, I feel that there's an atom of truth in what he came out to say, because he cannot just totally make up this kind of story if it didn't happen, because he would definitely be in soup for this. And let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you think what he said was true, or they were all fabricated? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and let's wrap this video up, guys.
To get it. Bilal was making it seem like Will was so upset that Jada had an affair with Marc, but I have a question. Why was Will hanging out with Marc after the fact? Like, they did a whole song together. So how mad was he about the affair, really? Like, we all know that Will and Jada have outside affairs. We know they have outside relationships, and they actually were cool with each other's side pieces. So I do kind of have questions about that story. And, I'm not saying that it's true or false, but I do have questions about it. And even about Jada getting surgery on her face. Jada did have a moment where she was putting a lot of fillers in her face, and this was before Will allegedly pounded her. So I don't know if the facial changes was because he put the paws on her. I just think she had fillers, and once she dissolved those fillers, she went back to looking like her old self. So I don't know. I do question that story. So I don't know if Bilal is telling the full truth or not. He could be, he could not be. But either way, he's selling a salacious story to get sales. So it's one of those things where you have to sit back and question it a little bit. But also, I'm not going to put anything past Will and Jada either, because this whole Diddy situation really opened up my eyes and really exposed how these people in Hollywood get down for real, for real. So I'm not shocked or surprised about anything at this point.
You guys, that was such a handful. And like she said, I'm not surprised how these celebrities live their lives behind closed door, because what you say is what you get. You don't get to go into their homes to see how they truly live their lives. So Nothing surprises me anymore. But you guys, what do you think about this video? Do you guys think that Diddy was so guilty? That was why he settled so fast? And what do you think about Jada having an affair with Marc? Do you think this is also true? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And I really enjoy reacting to this video. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give it a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.